Welcome back to another edition of Sound.Smart. My name is Tony Cabral, and a lot has happened since the last upload. For instance, I got a haircut. Now, to sum up the spectacular period that was May and June of 2020, wear a mask, treat others how you wish to be treated, and Black Lives Matter. Now, whereas Shark Week and music festivals were highlights of summers past, this summer promises a new highlight: protests. You see, protests are healthy to this country. It's why women can vote, segregation isn't a thing anymore, and America exists. However, most recently, protesters have taken to the streets to fight systematic racism and to defund the police. Now, while you'd think I use this platform to talk about the motives of the protesters, I'm not. You should be educating yourself outside of a satire program filmed by a college student living in his parents' basement. Instead, there's been a far more scarier story out there.
Overnight in Portland, more clashes. Growing calls for these unmarked officers to leave Portland.
This is an attack on our democracy.
That's right, Portland, Oregon, a town so stereotypically peaceful that Fred Armisen made a whole show about it. You see, there were federal agents who were taking people from the streets and putting them into unmarked cars, though they didn't say they were federal agents. You see, it's rough enough to try to protest the same people who break up protest. Now, do that with a mask on and in the heat. And now protesters have to worry about getting swept off the street by some secret police. Kind of like, I don't know, the Gestapo or the KGB or the stormtroopers from Star Wars. However, they used to be secret. Until recently, it was discovered that these federal agents are members of Homeland Security. Now, Homeland Security is a federal agency that was founded in 2002 in response to 9/11. And now, these federal agents, instead of fighting terrorism, they're now fighting protesters in the streets. And Homeland Security isn't the only federal agency in on the fun. Other federal agencies include Customs and Border Protection, Immigration and Customs Enforcement, the Transportation Security Administration, and the Coast Guard. Wait, the Coast Guard?
So here's the Coast Guard marching song we sing.
Now, Mark Pettibone was one of the protesters in Portland, Oregon, who was abducted by the federal agents. Now, according to him, he was thrown in a van and kept for 2 hours without release or any information about his captors. He called the action fascism. Fascism. A surefire way of knowing that your freedoms are about to be stripped away. Fascism. But why should you care about this? I mean, it's in Oregon, right? And a majority of my viewers live on the East Coast. Well, according to Vanity Fair, which apparently now has a whole section dedicated to protest, Trump has, quote, vowed to expand the operation, telling a law enforcement roundtable last week that his government will, quote, take over left-leaning cities he claims have sprawled out of control because of Democratic leadership. Bruh, what? Now, this show is not purely anti-Trump. However, the president has said that Baltimore is on the list of left-leaning cities that he'd be willing to send federal agents to. That being said, I have a lot of friends who protest in Baltimore, and I'm sure you know people who are protesting in your left-leaning cities where you are. Please be mindful of these federal agents as they come to cities near you. Protesters are woven into the DNA of America. Authorities should not react to protesters with a secret police. They should react to protesters with change. For Sound.Smart, my name is Tony Cabral. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe, and comment any future topics you'd like to see me cover in future videos. Thank you.